Good morning. I got up at 5 o'clock in the morning and I stayed for at least an hour thinking in my mind, in my whole existence, why do human beings need the divine union between a man and a woman? A divine union in a human form between two people in a relationship, in partnership. Why are we so much in search for it? And why are we not enough? There is so much going on in my mind. But one thing, it's very clear, and it's the only thing that is clear, that humans are not enough to themselves. Therefore, we need an external validation for who we are. We are looking for someone to tell you that you're good enough, that you are lovable, that you have those beautiful qualities, that you deserve something because this person sees it in you or because you see it in somebody else. My point here is, if we are at a point where we know that we are good enough and that we can recognize it in ourselves, the love we are, then why are we still searching for a partner to lean on that partner and to create with this partner? Is this a divine unity where we don't need each other, but we complete each other and we meet only to create something bigger than us without being in attachment and without being dependent? Is this what the earth is going to look like in 100 years? Because I believe we're close to this. I believe that more and more we experience divine unity, a unity where you don't ask for that validation from the person near you, opposite you, where you are enough, and where you know your qualities, you know your power, you know your weaknesses, you know your shadow, you've done your healing on a deep level, and you continue to heal with someone opposite you, with you, but you don't need them. They're not a must. They are only with the capacity to hold themselves and to be enough for themselves in order to meet you where you are. And I'm not talking about relationships where you jump with passion and lust, because this is the disastrous relationships where you want to consume each other. I'm talking about a divine unity where you see the soul of this person, but you also see him in this reality. So you're not delusional about what this person can bring in this physical reality. Therefore, you can create something together from a place of higher awareness, of higher acceptance of yourself and the world around you. So I have been going on and on since 5 o'clock in the morning, thinking why people get married, why people search and need this partner desperately and cannot be themselves on the way meeting other partners, because they betray their values just to be liked, just to be loved, just to be seen and recognized, just to actually be with someone. Yeah. Instead of getting to the point, and that's the scary part here, and it's tricky actually, instead of getting to a point where you are enough, you know what you're capable of doing, you know how much love you can give, you know that you see love because you are love, you know that everyone who has a good chemistry with you, and you recognize them as a human being with potential, and you see their soul, their hidden soul, you know that this is just a mirror of you. Then you don't need them. You don't need anything. You just need the glimpse of that person, a reflection of you. That's enough. But we live in a materialistic world. We live in a physical world where this attraction produces something. And here is the fine line. It doesn't have to produce just the passion and the lust and the wounding. It can produce, and it doesn't have to produce the attachment and the dependency and the fear of discomfort of, oh, can I have this person? Can I be with this person? Can I just live a life with that person? Can I commit to that person to the rest of my life? Why? Can we just enjoy the compatibility and the essence of those two beings? Can we just cherish them for who they are? And if we feel with the time that there is a creation together, then we do it through deep conversations, through deep connection, through more ideas, to more recognition of each other. And then the desire grows to create a divine unity. Okay, and then still, my question is, if that's the case, then we don't have to say, I commit to you forever, or I commit to you in a relationship where I'm not going to go anywhere, or I'm not going to do things that you don't want me to do. You go and commit because you want to commit. You go and commit because you see so much potential in this person next to you, that you want this person to thrive. And do you know what I believe this is? This is your projection of your world, of your pure love. You cannot recognize one unless you are one. Yep. You cannot love fully and cherish someone fully if you don't recognize yourself fully to a degree that you're enough. And you don't need a validation from outside, but you would like to give this validation to someone else. So, going back to the beginning, human relationships and a divine union. And why do we look for this union in a physical form? And why do we have the need of each other when we get to a point where we are enough? When we love each other, when we know where we're going, when we know what we're capable of, when we have created our strong community, when we have children and we can thrive through them, with them, and help them grow this love and understanding of life. Why do we still need the relationship that still somehow has to keep you going? Somehow, because humans are not accepting themselves, and therefore they need to have a partner. So my question is, what do you think is the divine unity? Why do we need to be in a partnership? And I don't want to hear about the chemistry, the sexual attraction, the passion, the need to create family and children. I don't want to hear that, because this is bullshit. This is complete bullshit. This is the primal connection. You can do this with anybody. What I'm talking about is the moment you know who you are, why you're here, what you love doing, and how you can bring meaning into this planet and the lives of others. Then what is the point to have a partner and a divine unity in your life? what is the point if you recognize yourself, love yourself, cherish yourself for who you are? Why do you need the validation from outside? And if you don't need the physical, although here is a fine line, we all need the physical to a certain degree, as long as we are not consumed by the physical, as long as we don't depend on the physical. So detachment is, I believe, the first quality of a couple that can create something amazing if they know who they are, and if they don't look for recognition and dependency and comfort in each other. They have it first in themselves, and they recognize it in someone else, and that's when the divine unity happens. Yeah, I can keep going and keep going and keep going, and still I don't understand why so many people are in so much pain trying to hold another partner, trying to hold on to something that is giving them nothing. It's the opposite. It's taking a lot away from them. So why, when you know yourself, how authentic you are, how lovable you are, how much love you can give, you're still looking for validation and recognition in someone else, through someone else, instead of saying, I see you and I hear you and I love you for who you are. And I know you see me and hear me and know who I am. And that's enough. If we from that moment on create something together and can support each other in many different ways, this is the magic of life. There is nothing else we are here to do but this. The moment we put labels and restrictions and attachments and points of view, how it should be and how it shouldn't be, and you're mine, you should commit, you should do this, or I'm jealous, or I want you physically, we lose the divine connection, because we are in expectation of someone to make you happy, to fulfill your inner world. And again, I'm not talking about those unities. I'm talking about the unities when you completely know yourself and you're enough. And you're not actually searching for a partner, but you see the attraction and the desire between two human beings, and you cherish it, and you still want to taste it. You still want to be part of that, because we're humans. We live in a physical world. But how do you create this divine unity without attachment, without needing and wanting this person, without even wanting his or her validations? How? And what's the purpose of that? For you, I'm still figuring it out for myself.